Willkommen, bienvenue, and welcome to an unexpected Sunday stream of Minecraft with Light. A little bit of phlegm. Gonna try to get that out. So yeah, things are progressing nicely with the projects. Gotta wait on my group mates to do their part. So I figured, yeah, let's play some Minecraft. It's not due till Tuesday, so I expect the work to be done no earlier than 10 p.m. tonight. So, yeah. Let's go. And sorry for the no warning. I didn't know. Salut, Zerfo. Ça va, ça va. Et tu? Oh, looks like both Frog and Miss Frog are on the server. Let's say hi. Je parle un peu le français. Un peu, un peu. Yeah, it's been years since I needed it, so I'm not sure how much I've still got left. But I know enough about Sava to respond with Sava. It goes. Welcome back. So how would I go about pronouncing your name? Because it looks like it would be Dutch for Kjolpel. Which feels like a Dutch transliteration of a Russian word. And I can't tell if that's an L or a 1. Kjolpwan. Heal by lighting your enemies on fire. That's pretty good. Oh. Okay. Let's deblock all our redstone. And we've got quite a bit left. Redstone lamp-wise. Because we did this level, but not this one. So we've still got quite a few levels. So I'm thinking another full stack of these will be worthwhile. Magic. So we're gonna need more sticks. Stack torches. Okay, so we got all the torches, so we grab our glowstone. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. Grab a stack of the lamps. Come on, you can do it. There we go. And then mix them with the torch. Bam! They're lit. Oh, the drawers. Yeah, the drawers aren't necessarily what you need when you want to see everything that's in there. Wait a minute. Did I start this level and run out? That might be what happened. Yeah, it's kind of what it looks like. Yep, here we are. So what we're working on today is sealing this place up so we can start our grand quest for bees. Hey there, Zandman. I saw you went back through the VODs to find the first time you showed up. We place it. Yeah. Right here. Yeah, now if we have too many of these, that's okay. Like, we can use them other places. Going to your aunt's house. Sounds like it could be good. Do you like your aunt? Good. Then everything's good. Wait a minute. Something's not lining up. 1 blank 1 blank 1. Oh, we put 2 in a row. 1 blank 1 blank 1. Yeah, I'm not gonna have enough of these to make all the way to the top. Perhaps I underestimated how many lamps I need. Okay. Looks like we might need a bunch more glowstone and a bunch more redstone. Because that's 3 stacks already. And it's probably at least another stack to get to the top. And so we'll need that much again. Well, we won't need more redstone. We'll need more glowstone. But then we surround it with iron. And we've got a decent amount of iron. Marcus! Ooh. Sun is going down. Keep an eye out for horologium. Nope. 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 Sky is full of things we know. Hey there, Mac. I did a bit of off-stream digging. So we got a whole bunch of redstone and a bit of glowstone. It's probably enough redstone. Almost definitely not enough glowstone. Because this stack should probably get us to the top. My Twitch app didn't ping, huh? Weird. Okay, we got our lamps. I don't know if Frog needs the night, but he's working on stuff, so if he needs it, he can have it. Wait, I don't remember. I think it's not the adjacent one. Yeah, not the adjacent one. They're over here. Actually, I might not have needed a full stack. The amount we need per floor is getting fairly drastically reduced. But like I said before, that's probably fine. And one thing I might want to look into is Chisel and Bits, because they fixed the memory leak. And so we might be able to make some grass, like some blocks that look like grass, but have glowstone embedded in them. Yeah, there's probably a lot of trolling in the development of this. Sort of like the monkey in a barrel from Necrodancer. It was just somebody joking around like, wouldn't it be funny if there was a barrel full of monkey? And then there was, because the devs listened to their players. Also need to keep an eye out for Enderman, because we still need Ender Pearls. Don't really have a good source of those just yet. Okay. Hello, Drop Creeper! Is there going to be enough light to keep mobs from spawning? So here we are at 10, 11, 12, 13. So it gets down to 9 on this block here. And we're going to have lights in each of these cubbies as well. So there really should be enough light to prevent all spawning on the outside of this thing. We need to figure out what to do on the top to do that too, but... And then on the inside, down there, because things still spawn inside at night. At the moment. Okay, so we still need more. We'll need... eight per level for the remaining levels, so 1, 2, 3, 4 times 8 is 32 more. So another half a stack. We once again do not have enough redstone, do we? Because we need a full stack of redstone to get this done. That's mildly upsetting. Well. Okay, self, leap, all the amplifies, slow fall. Oh wait, I don't have a surface entrance to that quarry, do I? Okay, zoom is not a good idea. Let's just stick with me. Yeah, Ziggurat the Tenaviary. Nobody saw it coming. Okay, we're going this way. Shut up, Ghast. I'm not here for you. Check the map. Am I going the right direction? I didn't mark it! I had to have marked it. How did I not mark it? Oh, that's going to be difficult to find if I didn't mark it. It's over here somewhere. Yeah, warp forests are okay sources. Oh, it's a blaze bee. Why not in that biome? Definitely would not have built it here. Ow. Get out of here. I definitely would have built it in here somewhere. So we need to find a way to go this way. But high enough to actually be in the biome that we want, I think. Don't remember where I built it. This looks familiar. There it is. And yes, there are bone worms in the lava. That's where I got that one worm tooth thing from. Okay, map. At that waypoint. I made myself a nice little place to go digging. That's far away from everybody. Did my map reset? Nope. We live down here. Oh, claimed chunks. Got that chunk loader going. I'm not sure what happened here. But now we're up here. Doing some digging. Trying to find that redstone because we don't have enough. And Cinnabar keeps being annoying because it looks like redstone, but it's not redstone. That, however, is redstone. Okay, now we have enough. I think. No, we need 4 times that. We need a lot. We need 2 stacks. We need more. Ah, I forgot to make my fortune. No, I don't have fortune yet. We need rabbits. Yeah, we need the rabbits to get fortune. I got Silk Touch, which has an odd effect in this pack. So when I Silk Touch Diamond Ore, I get Diamond Chunks. Because Diamond Chunks are Diamond Ore. Like, we can stone cut them. They're stone cutting equivalents of one another. So I don't know how the Silky works on other ores. I haven't tested it yet. You know what? Let's test it. Oh, it does nothing to the gold. It's exactly the same. Oh, because you'd normally get the gold ore, which is stone cutting equivalent to the chunks. So it's what one would expect. Well, the thing is with the diamond chunks, you could blast them to 1 and smelt them to 1, but you can crush them to 2. You can enrich them to 2. And then Astral Sorcery infusion them to 5. So we might want to set up one of these at some point. Don't want fluorite. Up to 4 with fortune 3, maybe? Yeah, and I don't know how high the fortune goes, because you've seen how high the speed goes. So it might be possible to get fortune 9. Or potentially more, because if you put it into a wand, you can get an extra augment. Still a little short on the redstone. So yeah, if we manage to seclude our ziggurat today, I'm probably not going to build all the stairs, but I might just build the walls. And so if we can get it completely enclosed, we might go exploring, looking for rabbits and bees. Blobfish. Hello, zombie brute. A stoneling. Hello, stoneling. I don't know what to offer you. I see you over there, creeper. Would you like a diamond? Here you go. Maybe I needed to right-click it onto him? I don't know. Hey, we got enough redstone. Well, he might have become my friend, and then he'd do other things for me, too. I don't know. I've never actually done anything with stonelings. They've always run away from me. Okay. Glowstone. Redstone. Redstone. $32 lamps. That was weird. Is there such a thing as a half slab? When people say half slab, they mean slab. Oh, he's going for the eighth of a block. No. Okay, still no Horologium. Hey there, Aries. How's it going? Okay. Up a level. Wow. Missed the jump. Oh, there's a creeper somewhere. Wherever. It's fine. So he's probably under the tree. Yep, Ziggurat's pretty well coming together. Fairly soon it'll be all sealed up and able to contain a bunch of bees. Just gonna need a whole bunch more lights and then some marble along the sides. We might stick to just the one staircase for a little bit. Because the other staircases will require some significant terraforming. And then we're at the top. Huzzah. Okay, let's get rid of the fluorite. We don't need the limestone. Don't need the scoria. Don't need netherrack. Don't need limestone. Can any of the lanterns be hung on the ceiling? Yes, a buzz ziggurat, indeed. Not to be confused with a buzz ingorat. Yeah, put a torch on a slab. Yeah. Yeah, this game is frustrating sometimes. Hysterico, hello. Buzz ziggurat, indeed. Those there. We'll eventually get more glowstone, but for now we're going to grab a bunch of marble and start that sealing process. There we go. Best YouTuber? That seems unlikely. Particularly given I'm not particularly a YouTuber anymore. Like, yes, I stream on YouTube, but well, it seems we've got another Prime Minister. This one was not as scary as the other ones, though. Yeah, like, I just streamed now. Oh, right, I left some of these over here. Need to remember that. Okay, so let's remind ourselves that overconfidence is a slow, insidious killer, and how we did this. I put chiseled in the corner, bricks along the sides, and then smooth in the middle. Why don't I vid anymore? Because it takes too much time. That for one, like, 20-minute video, it takes as much time as one of these streams. And I would much rather have the stream time where I get to interact with people than the video. In my day, I used furnaces to make the flooring. No, the other problem is I'm a perfectionist, and thus I would not let anyone else edit my videos. Okay, so I've got too much marble for the moment because there are things I will need to pick up. So there's that, and then we'll grab our silky pick, and we're going to remove everything along here. Man, that silky pick uses a lot of mana. So let's just silky the stuff we need to and use the wand for everything else. And the time isn't really in the editing. My editing is always very easy. I do almost all of my videos in one take. And so the vast majority of the time is in research. Doing all the testing, doing all of the figuring things out. Whereas with the streams, I can figure it out as I go. Like the Isaac videos, that was a lot of time. Just poking at things, trying to figure out how or if they work. And then record for 20 minutes. Edit for like 5. But it would be hours of looking at documentation and writing code and... yeah. And I'm not friends with anybody on Discord. It's not how I use it. There is no price tag on friendship. Yeah, and if you try to make a video that includes the figuring out process, that makes people real upset. And understandably too. Like you have unlimited time when you're making videos. And so there's no excuse. What do you mean by join button? Like, there should be the open Discord that everybody can get into. Like, there's the Patreon Discord, which admittedly nobody should use. Like, there is no reason for you to be throwing money at me. Like, I give you the option if you really want to, but don't. I've got a job. On YouTube, there's a join button. That's for joining the channel, which, again, don't. You don't need those emotes. And then if you do decide to do that, like, there's different tiers, and I think the bottom one is like $1. And then you get the emotes, so you can use the little snake head and the chicken. And the duck. So, like, the duck is cool. I like the duck. But I'm fairly certain you can only use those emotes in my chat. Who at YouTube thought that was a good idea? To have only the hype, to have the hype only contained in that one channel. Like, one of the main reasons people subscribe to certain people on Twitch is because of... Let me check on that, because I don't remember what I put. It's been a while since I've looked at that stuff. Oh yeah, that is what I put. But then again, if people are going to throw $25 a month at me, I'll play a game with you once a month. Like, that seems like a reasonable thing. But again, it needs to be at my discretion, because, like, I'm a relatively busy person. But, like, I really shouldn't promise that. Apparently, they do not appreciate uncategorized perks. Yeah, like that is too much money. Do not do it. Because I am tempted to just remove the YouTube membership stuff because people just shouldn't do it. There are definitely other channels where it might be worth something, but I'm not active on YouTube aside from these streams. Oh, we got a deep honk. Oh, he's gonna shoot at me. Ow, he shot me. Ow, he shot me again. Where's your leader? Haven't gone to Hysterico. Thanks for being here. I don't see the leader on the map either. Did they just not have a leader? Is that a thing that can happen? I didn't think that was a thing that could happen. Maybe he's in the wall. Fell in a nitwit hole, probably. Bam. 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 Nope, that's the wrong one. Oh, right. Did we check the constellations tonight? I was looking at YouTube things. No. 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 Wow, all 4 dim ones tonight? Interesting. So yeah, I've got this that when I scroll through it, it pops up and shows I'm level 33, which I've been for a little while now. What do you mean by introduce me to it? Because I watched streams quite a lot prior to doing them myself. Hello, Zombo. But all the techniques that I use are self-taught. Oh, technical point of view, no, it's all self-taught. Hello, spider. Because there's tons of content on the internet that can teach you how to do all the things you want to do, and from there it's just figuring out what you want and asking Google the right questions. And so my post-processing setup is more from my music background than from anything that I've ever seen or read about streaming, because it's what I want. I want as little background noise as possible. I want good compression, so no matter how loud or soft I'm talking, you can always hear me. But I just can't function with an echo of myself in my ears, so I don't always know what I sound like. I do kind of feel like I should try to get used to that. Such that I can always hear what I sound like. The phantoms are a little confused. Really? More? Or is that the death knell? Because there really isn't a whole lot to just getting set up the first time. Yeah, I get super interrupted by hearing myself. And so I end up trying to synchronize with myself, and you can't synchronize with yourself a couple 100 milliseconds after you just said it. Oh, everybody starts off hating the sound of their own voice because they're too accustomed to what they hear in their own head, which is not filtered through the air, it's filtered through bone and flesh. And so you get an uncanny valley sort of effect when listening to a recording of yourself, because you kind of know that it's you, but it's not the you that you know. But after hearing it enough, then you start to be like, okay, I now recognize this other me, and I can line up how I think I sound with how I actually sound, and make it such that I like both. Now, the weird thing for me is that I don't get that uncanny valley with my music. That the instruments that I play are, they sound so different from me on recordings that it's not a problem. It just sounds like somebody else. There's no uncanny valley. It just doesn't sound like me. But I've worked quite a bit to make it such that I like both and I know how the reality sounds given what I'm playing. Yeah, the mirror problem with your face is also a problem that people run into. And it's less so the more symmetrical your face is. But nobody's is perfect. Symmetry is not a thing that nature particularly enjoys. Like, it likes coming close, but hardly ever exact. Yeah, you lose quite a bit of the top range of your voice going through the bones, and so you feel, particularly in men's voices, you feel just much more deep and rich in your own head. And then you get to reality and you're like, who is this nasal little weasel? That's not me. Okay, we got this side sealed. Moving on. That is also the descriptor I use regarding oboes. Oh, I broke one of the glass. So that Eddie Izzard bit where he's talking about the clarinet feeling like you're blowing into a weasel, yeah, they're not right. That is what it's like to play an oboe. A clarinet is way more free-blowing than an oboe. Yeah, Markiplier has very obviously had vocal training. And so, yes, whenever Markiplier is talking, he is always very much making sure that you know exactly where his voice is coming from. That's not necessarily a problem. Like, Bear Taffy does very similar things that you can very much tell that he has put the work in to make his voice sound the way it sounds. that it's not easy to get to the point where you just have perfect abdominal support for every word that comes out of your mouth. Because you have to get to a point where you are not thinking about it. You are not consciously making that effort all the time. You're just doing it. And like I can do that when I focus on it, but that is not my natural state. And I'd kind of like it to be, because I also really like how my voice sounds when I do that. But I just can't sustain it yet. Because I haven't put in the hours like I have with the clarinet and saxophone, where there, I just do it. In those situations, it just happens. But then again, I've also put tens of thousands of hours into those instruments. And yes, I've talked for tens of thousands of hours, but not the right way. And so all of my habits are not the voice I want to have. And so, like a lot of things, it's practice, practice, practice. If it's something you really want. Some people don't want that voice. They don't want it to sound professional. They want it to sound nice. Not saying that you can't sound nice and professional. But there is a professional quality about Markiplier and Bear Taffy's voices. And, well, that's one of the things Bear gets paid for. So, yeah, he should have a professional voice. Up we go, up we go. And so when singing, I tend to do better. Because you get that mental switch going on where you're like, oh, I'm not just talking anymore. I'm a musician. And also my voice is quite a bit lower when I'm singing, because those are the sounds I like. I am way more of a double bass or cello while singing than I am when talking. Well, looks like he's finally gotten that crafting grid. Well, about that, I did take Latin in high school. So if you're interested in, declensions and conjugations, the knowledge is rusty, but it's there. Because, like, I still vaguely remember the story, Anna Etrana, Anna and the Frog, where she was very surprised to find a frog in her water urn when she went to get it from the well. Usio umo us orum isos is. Good old setting up the declension such that you know whether or not the noun is possessive or if it's acting on a thing or you're going somewhere by means of boat. And the reason I know about a lot of stuff is I love knowing about stuff. And so anytime somebody talks about something I don't know about, one of my go-to thing is to look it up. Like if someone asks, "Oh, I wonder what's the most popular food?" I'm not going to just sit around going, I'm not just going to move on like I don't care. I care what the most popular food is. You know what the most popular food is? Bread. And then you go, well, by what standards do you count it as food? Because nobody eats just bread, but there's bread in almost everything. And so really the most popular food is high fructose corn syrup. Yeah, so humans in general across all of time and space, probably bread. But who's going to run those stats? Like, what are the error bars? Oh, we're at a marble. Should also probably make torches and put them on those stairs over here. Because we don't want things spawning on these. Probably have marble in the backpack, yeah. But I remembered the torches, so that was my main reason for stopping that particular track of thought. Zombie. It's exactly the reason I'm putting a torch here. Oops. Overshot. Oh wait, I already had a stack of torches. Did not realize. Purpose learning is hard, but random facts stay forever. Yeah, I'm not entirely certain about the mechanism by which that happens. I have certainly experienced it, but I don't know the mechanism. Oh, we got more phantoms. Hello? Hello? There it is. It might be the distribution of interesting stuff versus quote-unquote boring stuff, but... Oh, seems the server's going. I'm gonna keep placing blocks, just in case it's not the server exploding. But, yeah, I was fairly certain that was the server exploding. But that was certainly my roommate in college's problem, where he just could not get through the boring parts. That he loved the things that he loved, but he could not stand the boring part. Oh, wow, there's a back command? So we do have full town portal. Nice. Yeah, trivia is kind of informational junk food. For me, the trivia tends to expand a little bit broader than the just simple fact nuggets. And so I'll often know just a little bit beyond it. Because I'm not only interested in Hickham's dictum, but also why he said it and why we should believe him. Well, it sounds a little bad, but that's just because of the connotation we tend to give junk food. Because junk food is still food. It's not great to subsist on it, but there are times where it's exactly what you need. But there are times when you're low on the salt to keep you properly hydrated. You're low on the fat to keep your brain running. It would be better if you had overall balance that just stayed balanced, but sometimes you need what you need. There lies the other reason I know so many things. I have a high tolerance for complexity. I don't love things that are more complex than they need to be, but I can certainly appreciate the things that do need that complexity. I like knowing the calculus behind the statistics, because then I feel like I actually know the statistics. If I can't recreate things from their first principles, I don't think I actually know them. Because what I want to know is not necessarily how does this thing work, it's how would someone have thought to do it? 1, 2, 5. Because if I know how they would have come up with the idea, then I can come up with a similar idea that meets my goals. Hello again, Phantom. And so that's part of why I really like acoustics. It's really complicated, but you need all of that complexity to answer all the questions that you have. And so I dove right in and it was like, oh, okay, so how do we do this? How do we figure things out? How do we compute all the stuff we need? How do we use the acoustics to our advantage to make things sound the way we want to sound? Yeah. The hardest steps in anything are the first one and the last one. Oh, yeah, where they were doing the acoustics of fractals. It's not the way I would have done it, but I can certainly appreciate the way they did it. Ooh, we are out of marble. Interesting. We should get a bit of that running then. Yeah, the Doom themed Haiti music was also quite cool. Quite cool. I quite enjoyed that. Um, it didn't do it the way that I was hoping they were going to do it, but it's still pretty awesome. Like, it is the way that it's the way a normal person would do it. Like, you can't fault someone for doing it the way you're probably supposed to do it. There, Jay. Yeah, it's a bit of a bass. It's not done yet. Waveform's a popsicle. Got all I need to know. Yeah, sausage waves are very important for Doom music. They are not enough, but they're close. Feel it out. Yeah, don't know anything until you can explain it simply. Now, it's a little unclear how many of his ideas he was actually able to explain simply, but it is a good mantra to relatively live by. You know what? Let's just fly back to the top. Yeah, simply very much depends on who you're telling it to. But even then, I think some people rely too much on other people's expertise, even when they think they're saying it simply because they know how much the person knows. They are very often wrong. Because people don't, like, people in general are not comfortable sharing how much they actually know about something. I've got a lot of this stuff, and I I don't need it. I've got infinite stone. Like, I don't need to hold on to that. Like, the glass I can hold on to, because that takes a significant amount of time. But Scoria, we don't need to hold on to that. Okay. Friends are locked in. Yep, and that is why one of the primary tenets of my teaching is I will ask you to demonstrate the knowledge. I will not ask you if you understand. There are times I do that with my wife where I do actually ask her, because she's a scholar. She'll answer. But people in my classroom, they're not going to answer. They'll be like, sure, I totally get it. You don't get it, do you? Of course they don't. Yeah, pretty words do not make you sound smarter. Now, there are times where you need very precise wording to ward off potential confusion. But those times are way fewer than one would expect. Unfortunately, one of those situations is with the word bias. Because there are too many definitions, and everyone will use their own, no matter who's saying it. Yeah, it's that scene from The Matrix. I know Kung Fu. Show me. Everybody. Yep, that's a classroom for you. Oh, wow. That lightning struck something. Anything on fire? I mean, it's raining, so shouldn't be on fire, but still. That seemed real close. Okay. Yep. Teaching is hard and fun. And, unfortunately, very often counterintuitive. And really frustrating to get people to accept the research on. Like, it's been almost 50 years since the debunking of learning styles as being an effective paradigm for teaching something. And I still hear it all the time. Yes, people have a way that they enjoy learning. No, that is not the best way for them to learn. People are amazingly bad at assessing how much they themselves have learned. So essentially, what the learning styles research... Oh, that's a lot of marble. I forgot I still had marble. What the learning styles research tried to say was that you've got visual learners, you've got auditory learners, you've got kinesthetic learners, and so you should align your teaching with all of those different styles so those particular people could, in fact, learn. And yes, you have a preferred way of learning, one that makes you happy, one that makes you feel like you are learning. But you, as a human, are not good at that. You're not good at self-assessing how much you have learned. Same goes for me. I don't know the best way I learn. But I've done quite a bit of research into good ways of learning different things. Oh, wow, the answer is, well, yes, but no. Enter that Pirates movie gif. And so you test yourself like you would your students. You're like, okay, have I learned this? Okay, so I need to set up a situation in which I try to reconstruct this thing that I know, or this skill that I've learned, or whatever. But you also have to take into account that there are various things that could make you seem like you know it better than you know it. And so you give yourself time to forget. Because how much you've forgotten something increases how well it sticks after you relearn it. And your goal isn't to be able to learn something and then immediately spit it back out. What you need to be able to do is spit it out quite a bit later. And in a different form than you ingested it. Because if you can't spit it out in a different form, it seems you memorized that sentence, not learned the material. And there are methods that are just simply better for that material than others. That there are certain things that will leverage the nature of the material and the nature of the human psyche to get it to stick better, regardless of how you enjoy it. Can't comment fast enough. Yeah, typing's annoying. Okay, I do believe this place is mostly sealed. We have finished our marble portion of the project. And we've got too much marble. In the trash it goes. Yeah, we're gonna need more for the steps, but we can just make more. We have too much. Okay. Holding an item and shift double right mouse. Let me grab something that I've got a bit of. So we put that in, we grab it, shift, double right click. Ah, that appears to work. Shift double left. That could be handy. Wonder where my phantom membranes are. There's at least a tiny bit of merit to that method of language learning because it's inductive language learning instead of deductive. And for children, it's actually relatively effective. For adults, it is way more difficult. That once you get to adulthood, we are way more deductively wired for language consumption. And so having just a pile of examples doesn't necessarily resonate with our way of thinking. But when you're young, it is surprisingly better. Okay, so now we need to go get some more glowstone. Because we need like 3 stacks of the other type of lamp. Excuse me? Oh. Server tried to stop being a server again. Don't appreciate it. Hey, look, more phantoms. More membranes. But yeah, I've definitely seen people teaching adults with the same methods that they use to teach children, and teaching children with the same methods they would use for adults. It's a little frustrating, but understandable. Let's head down here. Yeah, it's hard. But we do not do these things because they are easy. Oh, we got a flaming turkey buzzard. What is with quartz oil sand wall? They just sound like shroom lights when you place them. Oh, you can make glowstone lanterns, too. Places invisible lights. I might want to make one of these. See how that works. But yeah, it's one of these. Glowstone and nugs. Hello!
Hello!
What's up?
Anybody want to help an old woman navigate technology and social media?
Oh no, an old woman wants to navigate technology and social media.
Oh, that's so pretty. I've not been there.
Yeah, the quartz deserts are really nice. So what's up?
Janae's concert is on Facebook Live in like 20 minutes, and I've never used Facebook. Like, I don't use Facebook anymore. I don't know how to find where her concert is.
They didn't give you a link?
No, there's no link anywhere.
And did they give you the Facebook account it'll be on?
No, like she just keeps saying in all her promotional material. She said it's just gonna be on Facebook Live.
Well, if you've got the title, you could search for that through Facebook. It should be able to find that if, like, they schedule it ahead of time to be at a particular time.
Mm-hmm.
It should be able to find it.
Okay, because otherwise, like, we're not friends on Facebook just because I never use Facebook. Like,
right.
That's the only reason. But I can't find it. So okay.
People in chat are saying hi.
Hi, everybody. Hope you all are doing well, and if you are in a place where you do daylight savings time, I hope you are surviving.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure my friends in Scotland, their daylight savings time starts later. Shoot, that's going to affect rehearsals this week. Okay, gotta remember that.
Yep, gotta remember that.
But I hope you all are doing well. I'm gonna go because I gotta see if I can find this recital. So, have fun.
Oh, there's a lot of glowstone. Come on, get up there. There is not a person on this planet that likes daylight savings time. Yeah, I certainly don't know of anyone. Failed to actually jump. Let's go. Yeah, it's bad for people's health. It doesn't achieve what it was originally designed to do. It's just bad. But also hard to remove. Oops. Because, like any bureaucratic nonsense, it's built into computers. And people hate changing the system. Because they don't understand it. And it's not because they're dumb. It's because it was written, like, 60 years ago now. So in Polish you got something like... So is it pronounced Ave? Like you would in Latin? Yes, Piggy, I know you don't like me. Oh, you have a thing that you say that can't be changed, so it's closed out. Ah, I see. Uh, Pig in my berry farm. No idea how I got there. Small chance of having spawned there. Likely just a sneaky piggy. No, I have not learned any Polish. I know a little bit of Russian. And so I take what little bit I know of Russian and try to apply it to how I think that particular not exactly Romanization, but that particular spelling would equate to in my knowledge of Russian. And like say hi to someone. For me to someone. Ah. But yeah, say hi for me is a fairly standard English thing, so that could be the way to go. Oh yeah, transliterated to Cyrillic would probably make it easier for me to pronounce, but even if you just transliterated it to English, it should be fine. Because I don't know necessarily how all of the letters act in Polish. Irish is real bad for that, like not knowing what any given letter actually does. With the DHs and the BHs and the MHs. It's a tricky little language. Looking like encryption. Yeah. Yeah, there's a little bit that might be recognizable, but some of it's a bit weird. There is no... See with that diacritic as far as you can tell. Yeah, and there's some things in Russian like that where you're like, we can try, but you don't have 3 different types of sh, so it's not gonna work. And so, yeah, we spent quite a lot of time in my Russian class talking about the soft symbol and also the differences in the different sh sounds. And don't even get me started on cursive in Cyrillic. That is a nightmare. How did I get quartzite sand? Okay, now we get a bunch of iron nugs. How do we have so little iron? That is as embarrassingly little iron. Maybe we have some in the smeltery. My little solar smeltery. Nickel. 3 pieces of iron. Pozdrawiat? Pozdrawiat. As. Yeah, that... I'm not entirely certain how to do the softs on the end of that. Pozdrawiat. Okay, so we need iron. So I guess we're gonna go looking for a nice cave. This is not a nice cave. That is a weird bog. Oh, we're probably going to get some surface iron here. Yeah, so I'd expect it to be somewhere between and, but trying to think of if it like might be 20% th as well. Hello, Zombo. Bye, Zombo. The creeper has backpack. Oh, there's a slime. We need slime. Goodbye, creeper with a backpack. Yay, slime. And yes, that is a resourceful beehive on the ground. They do not spawn in trees. Stop it! It's a very whistly sound. So is it like a similar to a whistly TH sound? Stravias? Stravias. Not quite sure. Okay, I think we've used up this area. How much do we have? 30. Oh, we have got a stack and a half, which means we've got 3 stacks of iron now. That should probably be enough. Whistly TH sounds like Polish S, not that C thing. Okay, so... Trying to think how else we would get a whistly... So it becomes a question of where does the general sound come from and where does the whistle part come from? So is the whistle near your teeth? Is it on your palate? Is it... I suppose it could be in your throat. I love throat whistles. Hello. That's a lovely cape. Very scared to stand to the top. Okay, so we got that stuff cooking. Oh, we should look into that feral something or other. Feral flare lantern. Gold, glass, and glowstone. Okay, so I've got gold. 2. I've got glass. 1, 2. Let's make that thing. Oh. Didn't get your message. Weird. Okay, so let's take off our night vision. Let's see. We put it there. Right, because we don't need... We don't need that to be clear to go through it. We need it to be clear for this to keep running. Oh, it might not work like the word blow? That's ridiculous. Understandable, given the state of filtering AI, but okay, so I don't exactly know how this works. So let's do a quick Google search. Feral flare lantern. You can put a space between the B and the low. Well, that doesn't help one bit. Torchmaster mod. Maybe this will give us... nope, it just gives us that. Does it? Rituals may not work if you place the Pharaoh Flare Lantern close to them, since rituals require to be clear of other blocks. Okay, so we'll leave that there and wait until nighttime and see if everything's fine. It might not work because it's too high up. And we might need to go with something else. We'll see. How does the sand keep getting over here sometimes? That was what I was trying to look up, and it wouldn't tell me. That's right. You can plonk more than one stack in a place. So the question is, can you plonk different things? You can plonk different things together. That's remarkable. Well, let's see how many we can plonk. That is the wrong button. And plonk. And plonk. And plonk. Okay, it appears 4 is all you can do. Yeah, still 4 item frames on the ground. That is really good. Most Slavic sounds. With the TH and soft English R. It's often troublesome. Okay. So this is about as far as the flare lantern can reach. And so if we put a flare lantern in each of the corners, then it should light up pretty much the whole place. How's it doing in here, though? Where? Aww. Right here. Only 7. We're gonna need to put some sort of illumination right above this. That's sad. Yeah, the thing is that it's not that it lights it directly. It makes little subordinate lights, and that's why it ruins the astral sorcery rituals. because you have invalid lights in the space. I think we've got to put torches on quite a bit of that. We'll get back to it. Lag indeed. Good old latency. And I always forget to look at the radar, so it doesn't always help as much as it probably could. And you don't necessarily get the height, so we don't know if that creeper is above us or below us. Oh, right, we should go check on Horologium. Ah, we missed. Okay, so we are here. Come back, you jerks. Wow, he's quick. Walked past the marble again and didn't pay attention to whether or not there was a torch. Frog has left the game. Still no word from my group on progress of the project. Up we go again. Really? They're back? Again? The sun is pretty much up. I should probably think about finishing up relatively soon, because we do need to go grocery shopping today. Get on autopilot, forget to check things. So yeah, all in all, Ziggurat's coming along. Almost sealed. Can start filling it with bees of various types. And we can automate harvesting their various bee-type products. And we can start constructing the anti-ziggurat. Full of machines and whatnot. Yeah, there will be an inverted ziggurat underneath of this one. Master boot record. Oh, that's a great reference. Hardly anyone's gonna get. I walked past the torch again, didn't I? Let's see how many we forgot. 1, 2, only 2. So, what's Master Boot Record like? Music theories like magic. Again, it's like pretty much any other language. You need to be exposed to it and use it. If you were simply taught it, it'll just be a weird tool. Excuse me? Game? Where are my baubles? Is the server dead and I just don't know it yet? Oh, there we go. Server was kind of dead and we just didn't know it yet. Oh yeah, church metal? Church organs with a metal band? Sounds awesome. Okay, so we need like half a stack, maybe? But yeah, that does sound like a pretty good salted caramel type music, where you get the raucous overdrive from the heavy metal, and then the sweetness of the strings. But yeah, inner sonification, it's quite the thing. Not sure if that's the right word for it, but basically, how people have inner voices, they can also have inner orchestras. Avant-garde chiptune, synthesized heavy metal, classical symphonic, 100% dehumanized. Nice. Yeah, it's kind of hard to imagine people who have different inner experiences than you, like people who don't have an inner voice, or people who do have an inner voice, people who don't have a mind's eye, people who do. Uh, People don't often talk about having inner orchestras or rock bands, but it's a thing. Some people can just conjure those sounds, and other people can only conjure sounds that they've heard before. Other people can't conjure them at all. But they can recognize it when they hear it, but they can't make their brain do it. And then you got people who get songs stuck in their head, but they can't drown it out by singing a different song in their own head. It's there, but they didn't put it there. And I read a thing recently about somebody who had a really hard time in school because their inner world was very different from their teachers. And the teachers teach from experience in the vast majority of cases. And so the way you teach just has an implicit bias towards your own internal experience, the things that you can picture in your head. Your students just might lack the capacity for it, and they might have a capacity that you don't have, that you don't nurture, because you don't know that it's a thing. Okay, so where do we want to place these? So I definitely want it on this diagonal, but how far in? Probably right about here. So fourth iron. Can't tell. I need a laser pointer. I have a laser pointer. Kind of. How are you in my house? Okay, so I kind of want to put these on a post. I don't want it to just be on the ground. So do we put it on... Yeah, let's put it on marble pillars. All in all, brains are weird. Yeah. Number 4. Okay, so let's check the light levels in here. It's not bright enough. You're not doing your job. Does it just need more time? Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, so these things are cool, but not sufficient. Probably. Because it doesn't look like they're spawning any more lights. Oh, I missed. What? Okay, I'm gonna sleep. Okay, so these don't do the trick. They're interesting, but insufficient. Because, yeah, it was kind of random what they lit and what they didn't. And so it looks like we'll need something more reliable. Not really sure what. But I think this will be a good place to call it. Because like I said, I need to go grocery shopping. And we managed to seal this off. So next time we can go looking for bees and looking for rabbits and figuring out what we want to do about the lights. Because we could do green carpet and jack-o'-lanterns, or we could try chisels and bits and embed glowstone within a grass block. That kind of feels like the way I want to go. But I'll also see if there are other illumination options. So generally you want to take a look at the various types of glowstone that exist. So for example, does glowstone honey actually glow? So, like, if glowstone honey actually glows, then yeah, we'll probably just use that. Have a good one, Aries. But yeah, so I'll do some thinking. I might do a little bit of research. But those seem like the two best options at this point, other than collecting a bunch of glow shroom blocks and reconstructing glow shrooms in there. But I don't think that's the way I want to go either. But either way, thank you all for being here. Thank you for the engaging discussions on education and language and whatnot. And I will see you in the next live stream or whatever of Minecraft or Stardew or Hades or who knows what with light.